Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah. Euzu billahi mineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi şrah li sadri ve yessir li emri vahlul ukdeten min lisani yefkahu kavli ve ceal li veziran min ehli Harun ahi yüştüd bihi ezri ve yeşrikhu fi emri key nusebbihake kethira ve nezkurake kethira inneke kunte bina basira. Allahümme allimna ma yenfa'una ve enfa'na bima allamtena ve zidna ilma ve erinel hakka hakkan ve erzukna ittiba'ah ve erinel batıla batılan ve erzukna ijtinabe ve sallallahu ala Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve ashabihi ve etbahi ve sellem. Rabbena gfir lena ve erhamna ve ente hayrul rahimin. Amin. Velhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. As we left off from Ramadan program, unfortunately they didn't have the recordings because of the crowd, so they found it very inconvenient. But inshallah, we will continue the same series until we complete it, and we will start other series, inshallah. So today, although it's a continuation of the same subject, which is resurrection, how do we know that we will be recreated? How do we know that? So the Quran says, yes, I am asking you to believe in the resurrection, but of course, whatever I claim, the Quran is speaking now rhetorically. So, whatever I claim, I have provided you the capacity to understand and evidence demonstrated. It is the universe, the way the things are created. Quran never claims, although some people may not grasp it because they have not studied the Quran really deep enough. Some people say that Quran gives news about ghaib. Correct? Ghaib means not of this within the universe. I understand that, but believe provides the news about ghaib, but says evidence is here. So we have been studying from the Ramadan program, Ramadan, we had another place and it was crowded. Now we are our small family now here. Alhamdulillah, I'm very pleased with the small. So very interested people, deliberate people, not passerbys, passers-by. Now we are here. I'm going to share you something today. And I said, we have to pay attention to this verse. Of course, this verse has beginning and end. I took the part which is somehow related to our subject. That's why ... You know. وَيَتَفَكَّرُونَ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ رَبَّنَا مَا خَلَقْتَ هَذَا بَاطِلًا. And those people who reflect on the creation of the heavens and earth. And I am putting this, you see in the screen that is not written, they conclude that, our Lord, you have not created all this without purpose. Purpose for what? We have to ask, why? What is the purpose? He said, no, you will find it. Quran says, you will understand. Just reflect on the way the things are coming into existence. Creation is what? The things are coming into existence. Things are brought into existence. Oh, how do I know that they are brought? They might have happened by themselves. He says, no, so reflect on it. You will understand. They are brought into existence. How do I know? Sure, you will understand that it is a purpose. And purpose needs consciousness. Eh? If someone doesn't have conscience, can this thing have a purpose? So doing purposefully means you know what you are doing, you have the free will to choose, purposeful. And is there any quality in particles, uh, the building blocks of this universe, any knowledge, any intention, any free will, any power? Is there anything in the matter? They say it seems to be. It seemed to be, yeah, when you look at it, it seemed to be. When you look at a beautiful, for example, painting, it seemed to be that the paints are the source of existence of the art. It seemed to be. Why? Because we don't see anything else. Don't you have your reason? That is why the Quran invites human beings look at and investigate the creation. You will understand that with your own quality. I created you, the Quran says. As the speech of God said, I created you with the ability to discover this. So I'm not burdening on you anything beyond your capacity that, no, I don't understand, but I believe in God. I think it is the most meaningless sentence in the world one can ever say. I believe in God. I don't understand, but I believe in God. How do you believe in God if you don't understand? I don't understand, but you are the maker of this computer. What I don't understand. Isn't that logical contradiction? We have to watch out. We have to watch out. Belief means your own conclusion. As this verse says, reflect on the creation of the heavens and earth. What does it mean? Creation of everything. Heaven and earth means the whole cosmos. So look at the way the things within the cosmos is coming into existence. Use your reason. Use your reason. You don't hear the ringing, huh? But I hear it. Turn it off. Ah, oh, okay. Sorry, it disturbs me. Bluetooth. Uh, so my hearing aid has Bluetooth connection. That's why you don't see it. Maybe I have Bluetooth. Do you see it? No, secret. So old people wear it without showing it, like me. Now we have to use our human capacities and read the text of the Quran accordingly, and we will realize that there is a purpose, and the thing itself has no quality to fulfill this purpose. So we understand that the Quran says you will understand that this universe has an owner. Lord means what? Who takes care of it. For example, landlord of this building, it means who owns it, who made it, who owns it, and who maintains it, who takes care of it. He is the owner. Lord means this. I say, well, please don't misunderstand when I'm not sarcastic. God is the landlord of the universe. God is the landlord of us. That is what means Rabb in the Quran, the one who takes care of you, maintains your needs, provides your needs, etc. So we have to think about the creation of the universe if we want to understand the Quran, speech of his. My typical example, you might have heard this quite frequently, the handbook, user's guidance. And user's guidance says, do this, do this, do this, and follow the uh, drawings of the parts of the machine, and use the machine, apply it, you will see that what I'm saying is true. Look, you will see that what I'm saying is true when you apply it. So the handbook says, I am the author of the computer, for example, the machine or computer. I am the author of the computer. If you don't know me that I wrote this book, do you? No. If you believe that, if you want to understand what I am saying, I am the engineer of this computer, maker of this computer. If you go and see what I say here in the handbook, you will understand exactly how the computer functions. And I say, it says do this, I go and apply it, and it works. And I say, this handbook is written by the one who made the computer. Simple example, I give this example. It's so simple. And it's not complicated, and no human logic can reject it. And why do you believe Quran is the word of God? It said, reflect on the creation of the heavens on earth, and you will conclude that it is created with a purpose, and the one who intentionally created this universe is the landlord of the universe. Did you like the expression landlord of the universe? Lord, Rabbul Alameen. It is very practical. So, landlord of the universe. You will understand that the landlord of the universe is taking care of it. You look like a very smart guy. Do you think this building has an owner? Did you see it? How do you know that it has an owner? Sorry? There has to be an owner. I am a human being. Say, I am a human being. No, it cannot happen by itself. Very simple. That is the belief in ghaib. It means ghaib. Why? Where is the owner of the building? Ghaib. We don't know. But are you sure about it? Yes. 100%? No, 1000%. There must be an owner like this. So let's look at the universe and reflect on it as the continuation of the evidence that we find in the universe. Now we gave this one. Compare it. Who created the caterpillar? Who designed it? And at the end, it turns into this. Magical, isn't it? That is the evidence in the creation says, you are a caterpillar here. Don't think that I'm insulting you. Caterpillar is a perfect creation of God. You are, as a human being, perfect creation of God. And you say, I'm going to die, and they are going to just bury me in the earth and die. No, no, it is not you. Your body. Don't confuse. Don't confuse. It is not you. Your body dies. You don't die. And we says, as I have transferred the caterpillar into a butterfly, magically, I will turn you into a butterfly. You will just go and enjoy your life in paradise. Butterfly needs but flower. Caterpillar needs only leaves or just this plant. So we eat this here. The Quran says you will eat in the hereafter. Amazing, and you cannot imagine. Can you imagine that caterpillar will become one day after he dies, it will become a butterfly. Is it possible for the caterpillar to imagine this? One of them is just, they cannot even difficult to move, flying. Beautiful design. Completely different creature. That is why we cannot imagine how the next creation will be. God says, definitely you will have another completely different creation. And this is just a claim. I don't know. Just the verse we studied says, look at the reflect on the creation. We see this. Oh, what's happening here? Right? What's happening? Butterfly. Example. There are many examples. You have a seed, and let's say that seed of what? Seed of what? Strawberry. That's so very small seed. See? And the uh, landlord of the seed says, I'm going to turn it into a tree or into a plant, butterfly. Sorry, strawberry is not a tree. Let's say, okay, then tree, what tree? Orange tree. So take an orange seed, and the owner says, I am going to give you a completely different life. You say, impossible, man. I am a seed. Here it is. No, no, no. Go and look at my work. And gives the example. See this seed like butterfly, and push an orange tree. How is it? How did it come? Turn it into another completely different creation. Quran says, your creation in the hereafter is unimaginable. Can seed imagine that I'm going to be an orange tree? Impossible, isn't it? That is how we should read the Quran. Handbook and work. So as the Quran says, if you don't believe in me, look at my work. You will understand that what I am saying is really true. So let's move forward. Oh, look at this. A lot of caterpillars turned into a completely different flowers. Butterflies, sir. Look at. So this demonstration, we have to pay attention. That is what one evidence. There are every day, for example, winter, everything was dead. Everything was dead. Yeah, the trees are, look at them. Come a month later, it will be completely green here in the park. Turn it into a completely different being. All these are the examples, evidence of resurrection. That is why we study the resurrection verses. That's, I don't want to go there. So I would like to ask somebody who has a strong voice for the recording. There are some information here about butterfly life, right? So somebody should read them from the screen loudly, slowly, and this information is a way of reflecting on the creation, as the Quran says, reflect on the way that the things are created. We may think that butterflies are just animals, don't understand anything. Although some people claim that human feelings, we have learned from our environment. Of course, butterfly also learned from his parents, family life. That is why he is able to do what we are going to do. Yes, it is, I understand. I get really sometimes uh, out of control about these people who claim that there's no creator, the things happen by themselves. I say, go to hell. You deserve hell. Yeah. Because seeing Obama, look at written all the things, and it says butterfly is doing itself. Be careful with the language. So who's going to do this job? Loudly, very loudly, said, articulated so that I will understand, because my hearing is problem. Yeah.
There are 17,500 different species of butterflies. Only about 750 of those 17,500 live in the US.
Now that is one butterfly. How many different kinds of living beings exist?
Living beings?
Yeah, how many in the world? 2 million, huh?
No, they said 2.2 million.
Something like
No,
two.
2,238,000.
Every year it increases. So wait for another number increasing now. So as you said, it's 17,500 different only butterflies. You can imagine? It means I don't have to do only one design. The same species, but thousands of different varieties. It means infinite power, infinite knowledge, infinite will, infinite demonstration. And they change. Not only once created and fixed there. No, change continuously. So please go ahead.
Most butterflies cannot hear. Instead of communicating through sound, they communicate visually and chemically. However, some butterflies can hear, such as satyrids. Scientists believe that these butterflies can hear low-pitched sounds, such as the flapping of wings of predatory birds.
No, but look, predatory birds, eh? How do they know? How do they develop it that I have to hear this way or another way that the one who's going to eat me, I will know and hide it. Did they learn from their great-grandfathers? From the environment? Particles? These people are crazy who don't believe in God. Must be crazy, isn't it? Please, I shouldn't really interrupt you anymore. But let's think about it. This information is ingrained in the creation so that we will be sure about the creator. Absolute one. Yes, only the owner of the universe can arrange this. Yep.
Butterflies can see in green, yellow, and red using the 6,000 lenses of their eyes. This helps them spot flowers and other food sources.
Now, how many lens you have? 1, 2. You cannot compete with butterflies. They have 3,000 lens. Where? In one dot. In one dot. Here. Who is making this 6,000 lenses there? How are they seeing everything? Can you imagine? If you have 6,000 lenses instead of one. It means God says, you cannot imagine my power. You cannot imagine my knowledge. You cannot imagine my abilities. 6,000 lenses in one dot here. all of them actually. Oh, you said that I don't want, but it's a joke. I wish I was a butterfly. Yeah. And the way, they are saying this, this helps them spot flowers and other food sources. Look, Quran says, think about it. They say, that's how it is. But how? How come it exists? Quran says, think about how come it exists. They say, it is that. That's what I see. Simple. Is it simple? That's why Quran is shouting, watch out, watch out. Your future is very dangerous. You will be really suffering from the pain unbearable because you neglect this message that you discovered yourself. And doesn't say that, for example, think about it. Wonderful, isn't it? Miraculous creation, isn't it? No. That's how it is. Simple event. Okay.
Many butterflies can taste with their feet to find out whether or not the leaf they sit on is good to lay eggs on to be their caterpillar's food.
Isn't that miraculous? I am pregnant. I'm going to have babies, and I want to have a secure place for it. Human beings, when they get married, they have their child. Oh, the mother, father, especially the grandmother, grandmother, the mother-in-law. We have to put something here for the baby. We have to get a cot. We have to have this. For months they prepare for one child. But butterflies are created with the ability with their feet to find out whether or not the leaf they sit on is good to lay eggs. Perfect. Now, this corner of the plant is safe. How do they know that these eggs need safety? Again, I don't think that I am repeating. They have learned from their environment. They say human feelings developed from the effect of their society. Don't you think that these people are crazy, obstinate, they're doctrinated mind, blocked mind, blocked, imprisoned. They put their mind in prison. They desperately decide, I don't want to think about it. That is why Quran is very free to challenge. Look at my work. We will see the verse if, inshallah, or time, I don't know. But I love studying Quran and the universe together. It means handbook and the machine, and we see the correlation between them. That is why I don't want to hurry to study 10 verses. What am I going to do with the information? Useless. The Quran says this. Knowledge is nothing. I need belief. If the knowledge doesn't serve, these people have knowledge, don't they? Doesn't serve to realize the reality, the purpose of existence. What am I going to do with the knowledge? So let's say you got, I don't know, if you are from India or Pakistan, you definitely study computer engineering. So you say, I'm going to learn computer engineering. For what? Just to learn it. For what? That's it. That's what we are doing in this world. I'm living in this world and I'm having this one, that one, my house, I got married and my family life. For what? I'm going to die. That's why I do this. And finish. Purposeless, isn't it? We have to have purpose in our life. Okay. Shall we go further? Now, with their legs, So we may think that only, human beings that do know how to prepare the baby room for their to be born baby, to be born baby. Human beings, but butterflies do it better than you do. Yes, but not themselves, of course. Yeah.
Butterflies are important pollinators. They cross-fertilize cotton flowers that bees do not visit. One study showed that they help add about $120 million annually to Texas cotton harvest alone.
Oh, but somebody's employed because, cross-fertilizing things, there are other animals who function this, but the other animals don't do this job. This place is left for butterflies to do it perfectly. They call it ecology. They call it environmental consciousness. Everything is taken care of. The Quran says, of course, there is a verse in the Quran says, if only you don't destroy what I have created, please don't mess up with my work. Don't mess up with my work. It is perfectly arranged. They say we are conscious, environmental conscious, green something. Go green. Don't don't waste. Don't follow wasteful life. Yeah. That's what we have to understand. Look at this purpose. They discovered this. And we appreciate scientists' work. We hate their stupid interpretation. But appreciate work, you really curse them for their stupid interpretation. You see nowadays what we should have this consciousness. Thank you for your work, but go to hell with your stupid interpretation. That is how we should have this. Okay. There are many. There are what a miraculous creation we did. Just butterfly. We may not think about it at all. Okay.
Butterflies have exoskeletons, meaning their skeleton is on the outside of their bodies. This ensures that water stays inside their bodies so they do not dry out.
Purposeful arrangement, huh? Look at this engineering. Their skeleton is outside of their body. We may think that the skeleton has to be inside. No, 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 no. All kinds of differences. All kinds of different creation, yes.
Butterflies use their antennae to smell.
We may think, what are they for? What are they for? To smell where the beautiful flower saint is coming, so that they will go there. Yes. And then antennas are like this. They say itself adapted in themselves into environment, and they themselves developed it, and it is the result of a random try and error. Random, not conscious. These people have no reason, really. I don't know. This is the only way that I can explain. Just obstinate not to accept reality. That's it. Just say that I'm not created. I am not responsible for anyone who created. Just to claim this simple thing, they deny these realities, although they know it. Yep.
Butterflies love sunshine. They are cold-blooded and need heat to be able to move. This is why you see them resting in the sunlight.
Yeah. They are cold-blooded, but they love sunshine. So they are created in need of heat. Sun is created in need to supply the need of the butterfly. And We think that it randomly developed itself. How did it adjust itself to the sun? Magical, isn't it? Miraculous, miraculous. Yeah.
Butterflies eat with a tube-like tongue called a proboscis.
No, tube, they eat tube like the elephants. Every creature is miraculous. And nothing exactly the same. Okay.
Male butterflies drink from mud puddles in a process known as puddling. They do this to extract minerals that aren't in flowers.
Look at this. They are chemists. They know that what they are taking from flowers lacking some minerals. Do you know? Do you know what you are eating has mineral or something? Jerry, do you know all of them? No, butterfly is more clever than you are. So don't claim that human beings are super beings. Butterfly is more super than you are. And they know there is no mineral in it. I have to find another way of mineral. Who educated them? Who trained them? Maybe their father trained them. Now, miraculous. Many, yeah. Go ahead. There are many more.
Butterfly wings look smooth and silky, but they are actually made up of tiny scales.
Scales. We think that it is just like no, made up of tiny scales. So point by point, everything is perfectly designed to the very level of cell. Yeah. Sorry, let me take this one up. Yeah.
When the butterfly comes out of the chrysalis, its wings come out crumpled. It will then hang upside down until its wings fully form.
No, how do they know that I have to go, turn upside down so that my wings will dry out? Do you think the human beings are born babies? Do they know anything what to do? Huh? So I have to do this so that I will be able to do such and such and such. So the baby, human beings are, I think, more helpless creatures bodily. What makes human being precious? Body? You cannot be as perfect as butterfly. So what was as perfect creatures? Human spirit, not body. Bodily, the most handicapped creatures we are. But spiritually, no one can compare. I can discover this with human being, but butterfly cannot discover me. I can discover what he is doing. That is what human beings. So when we say, I am, who are you? It might be, take your picture. No, it is not you. You is your spirit. That is your body. Don't confuse. When you are introducing yourself, if someone says, let me see you, you cannot see me. Can you? You can see my body. For example, a car, somebody's driving. So I want to see you. Said, show the picture of the car. No, that's what we are. Bodily wise, we are the really helpless creatures. But spiritual wise, no one can compete with us. We can comprehend the whole universe and understand that this universe has a Lord. It means landlord of the universe. I understand. Definitely he must have this and this qualities. How? Discovered from his work. But they cannot discover anything. Butterfly can be only butterfly, that's it. But we can study butterfly, we can study, I don't know, birds, the other fish, or millions of different kinds of fish. We don't still, the people who are specializing in the subject are newly discovering every week, every day, a new publication. We found another species, we found another. When I was a primary school student, the teacher used teaches us that we used to read from the book, saying that there are 400,000 of species, different living beings. Now, 2 point something millions of species. How much? In my life. In my life. And it is interesting that in my life, people used to speak like this. There are millions of galaxies, million. And each galaxy, there are millions of big number stars. Now, what do they say? How many galaxies are there? Just they cannot know the number, but they give billions, not millions, billions of. Each galaxy has billions of stars. Number changed. So that is why we are expecting more and more of the qualities of the Creator manifested themselves in the creation. It will be discovered more and more and more, inshallah. These people, whether they believe or not, that is their business, but we are benefiting from their findings. So we thank them, like somebody carries the food from the grocery. So thank you very much. But this is just a carrier. But the food owned by somebody else. These are the carriers of this information. But this information is owned by someone else, the one who created it. Yes? Yes, my friend.
Nearly every butterfly species has its own combination of patterns, colors, and wing shape.
Everyone is a special design. Everybody, 17,500 butterfly. They are all butterfly, but every species has its own design, has its own way of functioning. It means God says, I'm not limited with one or two. My power, my qualities are infinite. We say God has 99 names. The creation says God has infinite number of qualities. 99, the most obvious practical qualities, names, how do you call attributes, whatever. The Qur'an says Esma, but Esma is misunderstood in English. Name means your name. What is your name, for example? My name is Ali, for example. Not like this at all. Quran says El-Esma. El-Esma. This is infinite number of Esma we are seeing it, because infinite number of definitions, manifestations of the qualities we are seeing. So how many names of God? Infinite must be. Every quality, every day there will be another manifestation of the quality of the creation is coming out. People are discovering, but I know only 100 of them. Or some people say 1,000 of them listed. But this is 1,000 is nothing. Yep.
As temperatures cool in the late summer and early fall, monarch butterflies migrate as far as 3,000 miles from northern US and Canada, all the way to Mexico to search for warmer weather during the winter months. Adult monarchs that begin the journey will not make it to Mexico.
Look at this, another miracle. It's really amazing. They cannot reach the end. They die on the way. What happens afterwards?
Once an adult butterfly lays its eggs, it will die, and its offspring will continue the journey. It takes about 3 to 5 generations of monarchs to finish the full annual migration.
From Canada to Mexico. Generations are following. Isn't it amazing? I will die and I will lay the egg. I will lay the egg and I will die. Egg will come out in a butterfly, the caterpillar first, and then butterfly, and then continue where I am going. Now, how do they know me? And how do they, how I could teach the egg, my egg? How can I teach it? It's not butterfly. And the one who found out this, if the one who found out this didn't prostrate before God, he will deserve the hell. It is impossible to explain it in terms of random happenings. How dare they say this? Every creation is like this, exceptional. Not this is an exceptional creation. Every being is like exceptional. Yeah, my friend.
Butterflies usually lay their eggs on the underside of a leaf to protect them from the elements like rain and wind.
Underside. How do they know? No, I think they have taken architectural classes in NYU. Go ahead, my friend. This is
Some
wonderful.
butterflies, like the owl butterfly, use camouflage to protect themselves against predators.
So they know that owls are going to eat me, and they have an eye like this. It's so, did I take the picture of it? So exceptional design that there are this kind of butterflies, species of butterfly, camouflage that it doesn't look like a butterfly. How do they know? Who taught them? And of course, it is developed by itself. Yeah.
The large eye spot on the owl butterfly's wings make predators think that they're looking into the eyes of an owl.
I've seen the picture of it, but I don't know. I don't think I have taken it. So unimaginable, this design. So anyways, still continuing. Yes, but this is the last page. Inshallah, we will finish today.
Butterfly wings make a figure-8 motion when butterfly wings make a figure-8 motion when they fly instead of straight up and down. This motion pushes air underneath their wings as the butterfly's body contracts, propelling them through the air.
Now, we may think that butterflies are moving like this. No, like H shape, like this, so that they will navigate perfectly as they want. This is, again, don't think that, look, we have been indoctrinated in this secular education science worldwide, including Muslim world. Yeah, the Muslim world is not away from it. It is including in the Muslim world as well. All the generations are being educated with secular science language. And we don't see the one word in biology, in chemistry, in physics, in psychology, creator, let alone God. One word you have not heard it. Your mind and my mind, maybe the most, my mind, I have maybe studied longer than all of you. So my mind is indoctrinated with this secular language. It happens by itself. It is happening itself. How it is. That's what the language is. That's how we see it. Can it possible to happen by itself? Is there any evidence for it? No discussion, no reference. No reference at all, the creator or nothing. So we have to watch out. We have to watch out. Our minds are indoctrinated in the way to understand and see. Look, is there any creator? Anything that something has created it in this way? They are created by someone or nothing. That is how it is. Do you see that? That is called atheism. That's an ideology. Not mentioning the creator, ideology. We are indoctrinated with atheistic ideology. And we come and say that I memorized the Qur'an. But your mind works in a secularist way, without God. If they say and speak about this word, what is happening? Just it is happening this way. Plant grows this way, animals fly this way. Now,
Speaking of size,
how about gentlemen? Come closer, man. Yeah, come closer and ask the question. Not even 1, 10. Come.
Several raised in a secular world with secular indoctrination.
Yes.
How do we get rid of that secular programming while living in a secular world?
Yeah. How do we what?
Get rid.
Get rid of it. Come to this class. But of course, if I recite the Quran with a beautiful music, with a beautiful voice, this room will be full. If I reason about the Quran, here we are. Alhamdulillah, thank you very much. That is the appalling reality of Muslim community. They don't reason about the religious sources. We have to wake up. That is why I'm fighting and shouting here. You know that I'm not speaking, I'm shouting. You hear that, eh? Because I'm irritated with this dumb ummah. They don't know what's going on in the world. Still we are cheating ourselves. Alhamdulillah, Ramadan was Mubarak. What the Quran is teaching, what the universe is teaching, we are still Eid Mubarak, brother. That's it. That's religion. We have to wake up. We have to wake up. What's going on? Thank you for your conscious question. That's a very human question, man. I would like to see you next time. Inshallah. All right, continue.
speaking of size, the world's smallest butterfly is the western blue pygmy, which is just 0.78 inches across.
Okay.
Viceroy butterflies mimic the appearance of monarch butterflies to trick predators into thinking they're toxic to eat.
because monarch butterflies are toxic to eat. So they try to look as if they are like they are monarch butterflies, so that they will think, this is poisonous. How the other this one is predators know that this is poisonous, this is delicious? How do they know? How do they communicate to develop in this way? They say they adjust themselves into environment. How do they communicate? Completely different creatures. Crazy they are. We have to really be very severe with this materialist people. And they make it compulsory to have this education. Otherwise, you wouldn't have your degree and profession. And they say, we separate state and religion. But yes, separated, but why do you only teach atheistic ideas? Separate it, leave me free. Why do you only teach and make it necessary to learn to take the secularist science, secularist education? Without secularist education, you don't have the degree and you are not acknowledged if you are not secularist. If you publish an article without using secularist language, they don't publish in science journals. They don't publish. They say you mixed with religion. But your atheistic idea is the most stupid religion. Why don't we wake up? I'm hungry. This, this unconscious living, not knowing what's going on in the world, and being that, oh, I am working, my parents, your parents. I am working, I am fighting for what? To make money for what? Because I want you to educate, to get education. The fees are so expensive. But in the school, your children, with your money, is indoctrinated with secularist understanding of universe. You are paying for secularism. Are you working to support that? Let me use religious language. Kufur. Most of us, our parents are working to support kufur. We are not aware of it. They say, my child is getting education. But they say, no, well, this is not what I want. They don't say. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Butterflies don't sleep like humans do, but many types will rest in groups called roosting.
Different ways of speaking. I think this is the end. Yeah. Let me watch this, man. I have taken this one. I have taken it. Okay, let me take this one. No, no, comment. Where is it? It is John. We lost. Huh. All right, I can take this. Copy it, and let's get rid of this now. Okay, here. No, YouTube. No, it goes automatically, isn't it? Let's see.
Please
No.
sign the petition and urge Congress to make assault rifles.
Creation, they're beautiful creation.
This is an owl butterfly.
Oh, that's it. Look, you may think that we are watching video. No, that is why we are doing here a kind of worship, ibadah, because Quran says, reflect on the creation. Now, some people are making ibadah there. We are making ibadah, same ibadah here.
And what you're about to see is an extraordinary moment in its life. It hasn't yet flown. In fact, it hasn't even flapped its wings yet. It's hanging onto the chrysalis from which it emerged as an adult butterfly just hours before.
It is aesthetic beauty.
Its common name, owl butterfly, comes from this: the two giant eye spots that give a shocking impression of the eyes of a much larger animal.
This beautiful design, aesthetic, like dancing, huh? Oh, look at this.
That butterfly is from the tropical forest of Central America, but it emerged from its chrysalis, and I filmed it flying here in North Carolina. In this,
Look at the language. Look at the language. It emerges itself. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Design.
Here's a view of the brightly colored underside of the wing of a malachite. Notice also the checkerboard eye patterning and the contrasting colors of the top side of the wing as it lifts off. Finally, this cattle heart waves its front legs around before springing into the air. One of the best things about our living conservatory is it might be one of the only ones in the country that's totally free. There's no admission charge to get in this museum, and there's none to get in that particular exhibit. So next time you're in North Carolina and we're past all the COVID restrictions, be sure to stop in and visit with the butterflies. Thanks for watching.
No.
This is how to get in shape fast. If you want to drop this.
That is what we are after, perfecting our body. Huh? Okay, now last. Read this verse, man. Bismillah. Can you read Arabic?
No.
No, okay, Bismillah. هذا خلق الله. Look at the Quran's challenge. فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه بل الظالمون في ضلال مبين. That's the Quranic balance. Look at this. Read the translation.
All this is God's creation.
Piece by piece.
All this is God's creation.
This is what God created. Okay.
Show me then what others than he may have created.
Now, other than he may have created, other than the one who created the universe, who created it? Show me. Yeah.
Nay, but the evildoers are obviously lost in error.
What's the name? Forget about it. Hey, watch out, it means. Be careful, it means. What those people, scientists who interpret everything materialistically, now these are evildoers. Obviously lot in error. Well, they are lost, but be careful, don't get lost. Huh? That's what the Quran is saying. You shouldn't get lost. These evildoers are doing that, right? But this presentation, for example, the video we watched, perfect work, isn't it? I mean, this is a very good edited video, actually. So, thank you for doing this. But if you don't believe in the Creator, you are the evildoer. That's what Quran keeps it. Hell and paradise. Hell and paradise. This is the balance. You see this and accept and confirm it, paradise. Deny it, hell. Whatever, however successful you are in your work, your end is hell. Yep. So there are many verses they say, they think that they are doing something good, but they do only evil doing, dalale. Completely wrong. But they think they are doing. يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا. These Quran must be understood. The Muslims are not aware of it, what the message is really. We love talking about Ramadan, Siyam verse. Every Ramadan, we keep talking about Siyam. We didn't talk about Siyam, did we? Fasting.
No.
We had 4 classes during Ramadan. Because that's enough. Everybody talks about it. Who is talking about this? That we should. At least we should. So we have to see the scripts of the Quran, inshallah, throughout our classes. Thank you very much. And we have to stop. It's time now. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana. Innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Think about this verse. 31:11. So think about it and reflect on it, inshallah, and that is how we should read the Quran, with evidence. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much. See you next Tuesday, inshallah.